Hi everyone, live allegedly. So how's everyone doing today? How is everyone? So what we're going to do today is ask a sensible question or even a daft question that makes my life more interesting. So we've got some nice oracle cards and we've got tarot cards. Hiya, how are you doing? We have angel cards. We've even got Christmas cards. So what sort of cards do people want? So have you checked out the Zodiac astrology cards readings I did today? I used the Mystical Cat Tarot deck, which is a fantastic deck of cats, if you like cats. And do check out my readings there if you're into astrology or even if you just want a message. So that's that. I'm also doing all sorts of things, really. So I'll tell you what, if we start with a mermaid, the Mermaid Tarot. So I do have a lot of decks and I do have affiliate links to them in the description below. So let's see what the collective persons needs to know today. What does everybody need to know today? Like everyone on the planet. I might archive. I might be actually. I think that leg's longer than the other one. So we're leaning that way. Oh, dear. You don't know until you sit down, do you? Right, hello Melly, you're here, thank God for that. I just thought I was talking to myself. Right, we're doing music for manifesting. All sound has a vibration, as all musicians know. So when it says sound for manifesting, you can go to your own tune or you can raise your vibration even higher to connect with color. So a lot of people do hear sound as color. I did a fantastic meditation visualization on one of my playlists about that, how we're using the fairy oracle to go into the woods and play the music and see color. So everything we see and hear, even if it's solid, does have a vibration. So Melly, are you all right? How's your day? How was that tarot deck that you used? Was it okay? Or did you not do it? It's always fun when we don't use our cards. There's one deck I haven't used yet. It was one of Colette Baron Reed's. It's a crystal one. Some packs you like to work with and some you don't. But yeah. Right, so here we are, people of the universe, and even all in the universe. If you have a question that you want an answer, even if it's daft, because me and Melly love the daft questions. Oh, it's so funny. So I want to show you guys something, those that are in the room already. When I first learned to use tarot, this was the very first deck I used. I don't even know, I haven't even looked it up to see if it's still available. But it has a nice picture on it, doesn't it? So these were quite complicated, but they're very, see things like this, the Four of Swords. But I think they're quite an advanced pack because they've got the I Ching on them and they've got the Hebrew letters. So I need to really delve and use this pack quite significantly. Is it good? Oh, great. I can't wait for you to show me some other pictures. So this was my first deck, the Handel deck. It's been with me for a long time. So I'm going to have to do readings for some people with that. So I took a load of pictures. I'm on Instagram, so I took some pictures and put that on Instagram, which was good because I was at the beach one day. So I used the Mother of Stones on the stones. You've got to be creative, haven't you? Hello, are you people in the room going to say hi at all? Or are you just going to listen to me waffle on about nothing? So this is the Star in the Handle deck, a beautiful card. It's got so many details on it. This is the Emperor. What else can I show you? I don't know if I'm going to use this pack today, but we'll see. We will see. So, as I was saying to myself, hello, Danny Phantom. Hi, good to see you. Are you well? Have you got a question? Questions always bring answers. It's when people don't ask questions in life, then they become stuck. And when they're stuck, they become a robot. So always encourage children to ask questions. I know it can be annoying when they're 2 and 3. I know I'm wonky. I should have fixed that ages ago. Am I wonky? My personality. Can't be helped, can it, Melly? So I use this pack, which is the Mystical Cat Tarot. Really great pack. All my affiliate links are in the description down below. I have to say that. Danny, what have you got to tell me today? Something interesting or something not interesting? So, yeah, we're talking about questions. So questions will tap into your higher mind, higher mental body, because most humans don't go past their mental body. They don't touch into their spiritual bodies at all, their intuition or spiritual side. So those clever people on the planet who have touched into a higher inquisitive mind are people like Einstein and very heavy philosophy people and psychologists. You know, you don't have to necessarily be clever. You just have to have an inquiring mind, because one question will open up to another. It's like the tree, isn't it? Oh, I'll ask this one. Oh, 2 possibilities, and then 4. So it is interesting asking questions, isn't it? Yeah, any question? Go on, Danny. Any question on the planet? What question have you got? We'll answer it. Do you know, I'll ask you guys a question. Where's my crystal ball gone? My cats just knock things off this table, and the balls particularly just go rolling all over the place. So crystals, very, very, what is your favorite crystal? Do you have a favorite crystal? Do you use crystals? Do you do crystal healing? Are you interested in crystal healing? Are you interested in color? Because tomorrow I'm doing a chakra spread. Yeah, Melly, Danny asks the question, any question, and she's got her answer, yes. So it is just a 1-card question room, and all the other ones are $100 and 1 cent. Only joking. Oh, what's the question? We're on tenterhooks, aren't we, Melly? Oh dear, I don't even know what pack I want. Oh, we're very slow tonight, aren't we? Are we slow tonight? Oh, rubbish. That went over the... Hi, Jess J. How are you? Those cats are so naughty. That's why sometimes I don't use the cards that jump out. I think, oh, that's that naughty spirit, just chucking them out willingly. Oh, wow, look at that question. That was a paragraph. I guess the only thing that can come to mind is about my current relationship. I don't know what to do. Stay or go. I'm not happy. I feel it's a personal, spiritual thing mostly. Okay, so are you going to focus on your relationship, or is it a relationship with a letter or a first name? And then we can see what current energies are coming up. Because relationship, I'm now in a relationship with you, because it's a relate, how you relate to another person. So if you be more specific, then the universe can ask. You're not connecting anymore with the person. Yeah, Jess, we're doing fine here at the moment. Thank you for asking. Danny, do you want to give an initial of this person that you're relating to or not relating to? It's your boyfriend. Boyfriend got a letter, an initial that we can log on to. Because, again, a boyfriend could be all your male friends. Just one letter, that's all we need. Or I can ask with Danny the romantic connection between your boyfriend. Thank you, Melly. Danny, can you just give me one letter? That's all we need. It's all right. I'll try to connect with his boyfriend without an initial. Danny boyfriends. Hello, Kaya. Thank you. Hello, Himanashu. How are you doing? Thank you. It's Kevin. Kevin? Who's Kevin? Kaya. Right, Danny. Thank you, Kaya. Okay, let's have a looky what's going on with KF. Right, so okay, so KF, you've come up as the Queen of Summer, so they know that you're a very loving person. So how they, this light's in the way, isn't it? So let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on with KF. 4 of Autumn and the 5 of Autumn. So they see you as a very loving person, as the Queen of Summer. And one needs to really see what you do desire, because there is a problem here with the 4 of Autumn. So things aren't being shared, like you say, feelings. So I think what's happened, you're too loving, if that makes sense. Here with the 5 of Autumn, things need to be healed for him. So KF needs to understand that sometimes things are challenging. Within his heart, he needs to be more open and concise about the whole thing. So if you do feel shut out, it's nothing you've done. You're a beautiful person, and it shows in the Queen of Summer that you are giving, and you can continue to give. One thing about the Queen of Summer, we do not want the Queen of Summer to get withdrawn and depressed, because they're a feeling person, you, and so when there's no contact, or no contact how you want it to be, it's because he feels like he just can't share. With the 4 of Autumn here, it's a very, I know it's a balanced card with being 4, but when you're give, and he's not even taking it, it doesn't really want what's on offer. Doesn't mean to say he's rejecting you, far from it. It just means that he can't absorb all the love. So it's like a sponge. So his sponge has absorbed all the negativity, and there's not a room for the positivity. So that means he's been very hurt in the past, and he can't absorb love. And a lot of people are like that. So it is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not impossible. Does that make sense? Let's have a look at this romance oracle card. Hello, Tinker Mouse. How are you? Hello, Himanashu. Hello. Hiya. I'm just going to do, because nobody likes to be the best person on the planet, and then the people that are around them just don't appreciate you. It's wrong, isn't it? Right, okay. What does Danny need to know regarding the love issue? All right, let's have a look. Okay, so you have healing family issues. So, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? When people have to heal themselves. So everyone we meet is a kind of reflection at the time we are. So have a look in yourself, as well as him, where the family issues. Family can also be friends as well. I'm picking up that there's some friends, it's not in a gang or anything, don't get me wrong, but there's kind of an issue like peer pressure or in him that he has to act a certain way or be a certain person. And I think he's carried this aspect all the way through his adulthood. You may know more about that. So hope that helps, Danny. Right, who's next? Hello, hello, hello. Right, are we on him an issue? I hope that helped. Hi, Tinker. Mum, please tell me Michelle thinks about me. Are we doing this again? Right, what do they think about you? Right, him and Ashu, let's have a look what Michelle thinks about you. All right, him and Ashu and Michelle. What does Michelle think about him and Ashu? What does Michelle think about him and Ashu? Right, okay, let's have a look what's going on here. So, right, okay, so him and Ashu, we have the Queen of Winter here. So they think perhaps you're well-spoken and can communicate. So they need to adopt that stance in communication. Sometimes they may feel that you might be a little bit cold at times in the communication. So you can be precise and too honest for them. So that's one aspect that they're thinking. They're also thinking about emotionally distancing themselves through something that has been spoken about. So this isn't anything really to do with you, but it's to do with them, how they like to distance themselves emotionally. So as that's going to be the theme of tonight. So the Eight of Winter as well. So the communication has to be even more honest. And when it's one-sided and very taken aback and very singular, there might not even be any communication. The proper communication, the active listening and really understanding. Does that make sense? So that's what's going on today with that situation. Can't remember what it was the other day, but today it's demonstrating that. Not very good, is it? Jess J, I'd like to ask about my career. What is coming towards me, please? And thank you. Okay, Jess J, what about your career? Let's have a look about career. Jess J. Jess J and career. Jess J and career. Jess and career. Jess career. All right. Let's have a look at your career. What's going on there? So, right, Five of Autumn. So when Five of Autumn, it's a bit of a struggle, isn't it? A bit of a battle. Sometimes when we move slow throughout life, and we can't, I'm not saying this is you, I'm saying this is a demonstration of career. So career can be slow, it can be sludgy, it can be a very slow process to get where you want to get to. But determination will allow you to see your end dream and your ambition regarding career. So that's a very difficult aspect. You've got a new opportunity arising, which will bring good fortune. If you allow that to come, if you persevere now in going after that one focus goal, then your luck is on your side and you can keep replicating that. Because as you see here, pennies are falling from heaven. So this is the good luck card for yourself. So regarding career, if you really manifest your visualization about it, really concentrate and focus, and this is going to happen in a lot. Also, you might have to sort things out on the information side, on documents and things like that. So paying attention now to the small details will reap rewards in the long run. Just sorting things out. Sometimes you may have to give in. When two dogs are pulling, it's a test of strength. So what strength do you have to be able to go forward in your career? Note what strengths you do have and apply them in the right career, in the right circumstance. Does that make sense, Jess? But yeah, good luck with career. Right. No problem. Oh, I whizzed. Right, Tinkerman. Can Faisal. Pardon? Oh, thank you, Pretty Raj. Thank you very much. I do appreciate my subscribers a lot. I really do. Really, really do. So, who's next? Hello, Earth Guidance. How are you? Now, people, if Earth Guidance is in the room, please go and visit their website. Beautiful music. Shame it's copyrighted, otherwise I could play it in my room. Please check out Earth Guidance. Thank you very much. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? All I can see is Earth Guidance is next, Millie. Is that right? Who's next? Right, let's see. Or donate. Donate is fine. Right, who's next? Right, I'm going to go with Millie. Pret is next. Okay, so Pretty Ra said, should I send a message to Jay tonight? Should you send a message to Jay tonight? Let's have a look. Should you send a message? Right, so what is it? Pretty right. We're just doing the pendulum because we do things different here. Right. What initial was it? J. That's a yes. Send them a message. Right, let me see about the outcome. That says yes. Let's use the Moonology card just to confirm that, Pretty. Okay. Let's have a look. That's Pretty Raj. About the message to Jay. Message to Jay. Pretty Raj. Message to Jay. Right. So, chuck that card away. You can send the message because the pendulum said yes. However, it says there's a void of course moon. So it means nothing will come out of the message. So that's the thing about the universe. It goes, should I send a message? I mean, I can send a message to my queen. She's not my queen, but I can send a message to my MP. Will they get the message? Yes. Will they like the message? No. Yes. Who knows? So, yeah, you can send the message, but necessarily nothing will come of it. Perhaps. Do let me know. I'm really intrigued now. So, hello, everyone. Yeah, do visit Earth Guidance Music. Thank you very much. Right, you put everyone up right. I'm going to trust Melly now to do the list. So she will tell me exactly who's next. So who's next, Melly? I'll tell you what, Melly. Instead of going this person, this person, this person, when I say who's next, just type in and then I'll know. Is that okay? Otherwise, there'll be loads of complaints. You skip me, you skip me. We don't mind being here all night. Right, hello Faisal, Khan, how are you? Right, I'm going right to the beginning, Melly. Do type in now, who's next, without me reading all the waffle. Earth Guidance would like to know about love and finances. Well, Earth Guidance can definitely know that. And if you're new to the room, do visit Earth Guidance website. They do lovely music, lovely jubbly. Right, Earth Guidance about love and finances. Two things. Well, we can't do two things, Earth Guidance, so we're just going to ask in general, see what comes up. That was a good card as well. I'll take it into consideration. So this is yourself as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful card to manifest and visualize what you do want from the heart. So if it is more finances, then focusing on that. If it's more love, focus on that. I always teach people that this card is very important. It's looking at what you have. Now, today, this cup is closed. It needs to be open. It needs to be like the Ace of Cups, where love can come in time and time again, as well as finances. It's the same kind of energy. People don't get that. It's the same. So with this is like manifesting. So I know you do music on YouTube, and if you keep at that more often, just put more videos out, and do you know what I mean? Because I think they're great. So here we have the Nine of Swords. This is about climbing out of a situation of your mindset. So if there's any poverty thinking that you're not good enough or you can't achieve, now is the time to let this go, because this is unfounded for you, definitely unfounded. So we'll put that to bed, shall we? Literally. So there are new circumstances and new ideas coming toward yourself. So on a financial issue, it's kind of not come. It's like a mindset within you, within love and finance. So it all starts from this. What are you hoping to achieve? So once that is absolutely on the table, wow, what do I want? What do I want from love and career and finances in general? Or you can see you're over worrying about things unnecessarily and it's going to come, but you're in charge of that. So the Page of Swords here is always trying to fight off the little immaturity thoughts kind of thing. So this comes from learning what is money and what does it mean to you. So have a look at that and kind of look at it in a more mature way of like the King of Swords. You have to go through these little steps. So baby steps, but find new ideas to enhance. But I see with this card, fantastic. And the card that did jump out was the King of Pentacles. So, money is definitely there for you. You've just got to tap into that aspect. The same with love as well. However, I can do you a love reading, oracle card, just to see what else is going on, Earth Guidance. So for Earth Guidance and the love aspect, Earth Guidance and the love aspect. Okay, let's see. So playfulness. So when you adopt love in your life, have a play, have that fun factor, and then everything else will fall in place. When we're too serious again and again and again, we move away from the fluidity and the kind of softness and gentleness that we need to attract more love. Sorry, sneeze. I do apologise. I didn't mean to do that. Well, you can't help it. But playfulness is always a good thing to adopt. So maybe tomorrow or now, just think, oh, where can I be silly? Where can I have a little bit of fun? And that'll just attract many other aspects in your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. Hello, Christy. How are you? Yeah. Hello, Amaris Cunningham. How are you today? Kai K, how are you? Will the doctor actually accept me in for my surgery? And if so, how will this surgery go for me? That's 2 questions. Right. So, this is a health question. Normally, with tarot readings, we don't do health. We can't give health advice. We can't give financial advice or legal advice, because just to remind you, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. But we'll still answer your question. No worries, Earth Guidance. I want to answer to the second question. Okay, if so, how will the surgery go? You can't have the second bit if you can't have the first bit. I'm going to mix them together. Right, okay. Kai. What does Kai need to know in regards to surgery? Right, I'm going to read those cards in a minute. Let's ask the first question. Right, Kai and the doctor with the surgery. Right, Kai. Right, can you see that moving, Kai? That means not sure. So let's read these 3 cards. I do that to have a kind of feel for what's going on. So they're not sure at the moment about the surgery, perhaps because of worldly events. It's still unsure, like a lot of things are unsure with what's going on a worldwide scale. Okay, so but you do take this as for entertainment purposes only. Okay, it's always good to have hope anyway, so let's give it to you. So success, this is success. So working hard, so teams are going to work hard, and that's you as the Queen of Swords or the surgeon. So it looks very probable, even though the universe is saying not sure. These cards are coming up quite successful, wouldn't you think? Entertainment purposes only. Please don't make life choices on tarot cards. Okay, so what am I slipping on? Right, who's next? Hello, P. Rawat. Hello, Kirsty Colden. Hello, thank you for subscribing. I always honour my subscribers. Thank you very much. Will I give birth to at least 7 kids in this lifetime? Are you asking that, Melly? Who is asking that? I've always wanted a really big thank you. Who is asking that, Melly? Are you asking that? Are you asking that, Lee? P. Rawat is asking that. Are they? I'm going to check that information. Oh, right. It's Kirsty Colden question. Will I give birth to at least 7 kids in this lifetime? I've always wanted a really big family. Thank you. Is that Kirsty Colden's question? Oh. No. Yeah. Scaster Calden. Right, let's ask Kirsty Calden. So, you want 7 children. Your wish is my command. Right, 7 children. Strange. Right, I'm going to ask the pussycats. They just know everything. Right. I don't want... did you get my question? I'm just checking. Yeah, Tinker Mouse has been here for a while. I'll chase the cats after you. So, Kirsty Calden wants to know about kids. What does Kirsty Calden want to know about children? Kirsty Calden and kids. Kirsty Calden and kids. What does she need to know? Kirsty Calden. Kirsty Calden and children. Kirsty Calden and children. Right, it came to me that sometimes fostering, sometimes adopting are some of the avenues that some people could take if they do want a big family. Right, okay, let's have a look what's happening for yourself. See what the pussy wussies say. Earth kitten. So there's one child. So when you have the earth kitten, it's all about seeing your future. Seeing it for what it is. This is a child, so that's number 1. You have the 7 of fire. 7, eh? 7 of fire. So the energies could be there for 7 children, definitely. Fire is creation. So what you create, you could get your wish. And the 8 of fire, they'll probably come very quickly together. Twins, triplets, all that sorts of thing. So that was a bit of fun. Do understand that all tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken literally. Unless you want to, of course. No, be my guest. Does look like you're having kids and 7 at least. But look at other things when you're a lot older about fostering and things like that. Because when people want a lot of children, it's either an idea or they want to really have that gift in their life. And 7 is a lovely number of 7. So what I'm saying is a lot of people who foster... Oh, I'm old. Just joking. Right, Tinker is next. I'm having buffering issues. Yeah, like I did before. It's no fun. Right, where are we then? Let's have a look. Tinker Mouse must be next. I'm sure they've been in the room for ages. Didn't they come in? Didn't you, Tinker Mouse, come in ages ago? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you've been here ages. I think it's Tinker Mouse's turn now. Come. Yeah, the internet. It's everyone on a Sunday. Right, Melly, Tinker Mouse is next, I think. I'm sure if anyone wants to jump the queue ahead of time, they can make donations or be patronized. Be a patron. So, hello, Sherry Sanders. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us today. That's very kind. There is a bit of a list, I think, if people are here. Go on, Tinker Mouse. Ask a question and we can kick you out. Oh, Tinker Mouse wondered if you could give me any insight on the impact that my ex-legal troubles will have on my life. Right. Same ability with what I said about the health issue. All health, legal and psychological and all those sort of heavy stuff. We're not allowed really to give that kind of advice, but we can do it. But if you're a responsible person and know that tarot and all psychic abilities are for entertainment purposes only, and should have a be responsible in one's own life regarding health and legal issues. But I've done it myself. So, you know, right, okay, let's be sensible. Oh, another card goes by the ways. Yeah. Right. What does Tinker Mouse, I was going to say Tinkerbell then. What does Tinker Mouse need to know about legal issues? Right, Tinker. Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. Right. Ace of Cups. That looks really good. Positive. And that looks really good and positive. And that looks really good and positive. So what you have is emotional satisfaction. And when we get this card, it's like the universal love entering. It's like the fountain of love and possibilities. So on an emotional level, it's saying your cup is full of love, right? On a simplified, what's it? So your team who are trying to help you are working together to help you. So you will eventually get the success. So no worry and no stress about it. When you have death, you probably know what that means. No, you're not going to kill the ex. It means that the situation is finally going to be put to bed and you can start all over. These cards here are great for starting all over. So if I were you, Tinker Mouse, I would just be completely neutral and trust in the universe to look after you. Does that make sense? But please keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, because tarot is only for entertainment purposes, and still go through the legal implications. Right, who's next? No worries. I hope it helps anyway. It looks very positive. It's got a lovely neutral, lots of spaces in between, so I can't see any hiccups really. I can't, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Right, Melly, who's next? R.O.J. Kush, Amaris or Pirawata in here still? That's a very interesting question. Maybe, maybe not. So we're doing Christine. Christine Rose would like to know, you think I'll see or talk to LG? No worries, Tinker Mouse. Fine. Just always think positive. You know, just relax. I know it can be a long process, but just relax. You've got the death card, so that's brilliant. That's exactly what you need, really. Hello, dog. How you doing? Right, I'm just doing the question here of Christine Rose. You think I'll see or talk to LG again in the future? You're a such female. Right, Christine Rose about LG. Christine Rose and LG. Christine Rose. Does Christine Rose need to know about LG? LG. Right, let's have a look at LG. Right, a little bit closed off here. There is success on an emotional level, but there's this disappointment. So when we have the I'm not sharing because I don't want to, not you, them, LG, it could be out of fear. It could be out of this pain. Socially, then there is a possibility. It's almost like as friends, though. It doesn't have a feel of that connection. even though you see the Five of Cups. So what's happening is maybe focusing too much on pain from past, not necessarily your relationship, but I think it's just closed off. So he needs to mature in the heart and the love aspect. He's okay as friends and sociably, and yes, he could talk to you again, definitely. But I think he's scared at this moment in time and really opening up in a level that you want. So that's the kind of feel. Let's have a look what LG, what you need to know, Christine Rose, about the situation with LG. Christine Rose and LG. Christine Rose and LG. Right, so this says pay attention to the red flags. So Christine, red flags, yeah. So you can make of it what you will, but at the moment it's very not in favor, is it really? But you know, we'll see. You know, we'll see. But the thing is, one has to climb over and out of a depressive kind of state to enable a more loving state to occur. When people close off surrounding their heart, it's not going to happen. They're not going to have this huge tower moment to blow themselves apart to understand that love is on offer. They're more inclined to be more even withdrawn, aren't they? I hope that helps, Christine. Hello, e-dog. Hello, Rossi Jade. How are you? Great. So who's next? Oh, can you tell me what is in store for Josh and I this week? Hello, Cribby Michael. How are you doing? Right. Melly, who was that question from, please? Sherry's question. Right, thank you. Sherry. I didn't even see you, Sherry. Ah, sorry, Sherry. You snuck in the room quite quietly. You're from Alabama. Alabama, isn't that a song? Right, okay, pay attention. Me, not you. What was what is in store for Josh and Sherry? Right. You, Josh and Sherry. Okay. I'm excited about this. Whoops. Josh and Sherry. Right, let's see what's going on with Josh and Sherry. Oh. So, first of all, you've got the Seven of Spring, which is a kind of aspect where being camouflaged, hidden away, looking at protecting and kind of skirting around certain issues. So what's that about with Josh? So you might find that this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not putting words in your brain to go about doing stuff, but beware of a certain clash it could be huge clash that like you want to go to the cinema, he wants to go to the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. I think you've got a healthy goings on, particularly. And you can see this here in the Three of Summer. So you and Josh, you're quite on friendly terms, even though there seems to be that banter. I think it's only play fun, but here is a bit of it interesting because with this particular card, when someone nabs this creature here, its tail falls off. So if you look at that on an analogy, the relationship isn't as rooted and as firm, so it needs more groundwork done on it to become more solid. Does that make sense? But I will do you a love reading between the two of you and to see what Josh is really like. You and Josh. Josh and Joe. Yeah. Hello, Murray. Murray, how are you? Hello, JK. Right, Josh. So, stay optimistic about your love life. So, stay optimistic. It's always good to be optimistic. And I think people sometimes play and act a fool at times because they're embarrassed about their own feelings, aren't they? So, I think it's good in general, but it's good that you perhaps have a good kind of friendly atmosphere. Does that make sense? Friendly arguments. So, oh, life is funny, isn't it? But there you go. Right, where are we? Are we on E-Dog? Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you are cribby, Michael. I hope everything's fine. Does Munia and I hello, will marry? Are you going on about the same question? Did you forget you asked that the other day? Because I can't remember what was asked. Right, where are we? E-Dog asks, what does Jose want with me? Not that Jose again. so. Oh, that Jose never goes away. Right, does he? E-Dog. What did we say the other day? Right, let's ask what Jose is doing today. Jose. Whoa. Oh, rubbish. rubbish. Jose and E-Dog. Jose. Alrighty, let's have a look at the Jose. Right, very interesting. Oh, very interesting. Very good. Right, next question. Right, okay. So, Jose is feeling very proud at the moment of what he's achieved in his life so far, which is not a lot. There is. He seems to be very in touch, and I think he can communicate what he really wants. There's an aspect here where you've got the Earth, 8 of Earth. So you can see leading the way in an earthly atmosphere. So it's all about teaching. He's learning how to love, how to communicate, how to understand his emotions. And I think you're going to bring that out in him. There's the Earth Tom as well. So he can bring back to your relationship. So this is change from the other day, I feel. So he can actually communicate what he does want with your situation. So it's bringing back a sense of awareness between the two of you. So that has changed from last time. So I'm quite pleased about that. Good on you, Jose. Good on you. Hope that's helped you, dog. Right. You keep throwing those cards around tonight. It's not me. It's my naughty one. They do that on purpose to make me look like a fool. They just want me to bow to you all. Yeah, hello. Hello. Ouch. Oh, my uncle. Right, who's next? JK would like, it's, you see, what I do my own reading. When I pick all the cards, I go, oh, you've often heard in early readings, I go, it's all right, that card was for me. Who's that? Mary's next. Cool. No problem, me dog. Who's next? What question is it? Right, Mary, if you're here. And Cribby, Michael, you still have to ask a question. So, Malika, Mary, does Mia and I highlight will married? Right, can't remember the answer to that question the other time, the other day. I really can't. Right, we'll ask what the universe has to say. Right, Mary, and Munia. Right, what do you need to know about your love situation? Right, I'm going to put 2 cards for you here. And I am going to use a Moonology card for you. Well, that's very interesting. Right, okay. Oh, still, look at this. Who's been messing with my cards? So look at that. Look at. Oh, I know what I did before. Right, let's be serious, because it's a serious question. Mary. And Munia. Mary and Munia. Okay, let's have a look how long this is going to take. So the first aspect is a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so forgiving and learning, Mary. And she goes, that's not answering my question. And healing and family issues. So family issues for you is very, very important. So you have to have the healing aspect before the two can unite, you and them. Forgiving and learning is a very important aspect in any relationship together. But the aspect of here is a new romantic cycle begins. Now, that may mean for you that it's totally a different person or not. So what we're going to do here is ask, because I can't remember what I said last time. I'm going to give you a unicorn message. Right. I'm not doing the pendulum tonight. I think I did the pendulum on you the other day. Sure I did. Right. Munia and Mary. Munia and Mary. Right, let's have a look. Magic. So for you and Munia, there needs to be that magic spark. So when you believe in magic and the possibility and the balance of a new cycle, then it looks positive. But you have to balance that. And because it's said about the healing of the family issues, this is going to be vitally important. So the family has to forgive and learn and accept, doesn't it? Before you can have the healing and the fun. So these 2 cards are very important. Forgiving and learning about what's gone on, and then the healing and the family issues is very important. But the new aspect of magic and a new romance is definitely there. Does that make sense? Let's hope so. Right. Who's next? Is it JK? JK says hi. May I please have a general reading, please? Yeah, that's applicable. Right, JK and a general reading. See what comes up for JK. JK. What's going on with JK? What's JK need to know? JK. Right, let's have a look. So you don't get married. Well, the thing is about marriage, one has to do the groundwork first in the healing of what's going on within the families. Okay. So once that's completely okay, some things in life aren't set in stone, but if you allow the forgiveness to help within the family, then you might be able to flourish that new romantic cycle. So some things are not written in stone and some things need to take place. One has to understand that certain events aren't written in stone, because you can go down that path and still learn your soul purpose, or that path and still learn the same lesson with somebody else. Because all soulmates and all twin flames and all the rest of it, we're all joined, we're all connected, we're all one. Believe you me, okay? It's just like the mind will fragment things because it thinks it's fun. So, yeah, you're still going to meet your twin flame and soulmates, but things have to happen in this area before the next step of that journey is going to come. So will you marry? One has to still do those stepping stones to the end goal. Does that make sense? Probably not. Right. Where are I? Oh, JK. Right, JK. So, 6 of Winter. So, in order to go forward and move away from a way of thinking, will bring about a sense of love and harmony. So the thought process, what you've perhaps been struggling with, is going to move away from that, and you'll be able to have more clarity, especially surrounding your love life and the love area. JK, there's an aspect of the ego here which breaking away, right, moving away, in fact, from things that don't service. So in order to pull away from the devil, I did do a good card reading between the devil and love on the 29th of July, if you want to check that out, if you haven't done already, people. So the devil is who we are and what we think and what we hold ourselves back. Sometimes it can be guilt or deception or shame or embarrassment, or all these things, self-criticizing, low self-esteem. All these things are going to tie us to a situation. It's almost called poverty thinking. Poverty thinking in love, poverty thinking in finance and self-worth. So these are the things that remind us that we don't have to suffer that anymore. I'll tell you why. If the God force is love, that love, and the more you remove yourself from love, the more you go to the opposite. So your spirit and your soul purpose is to move back into love. But when we move away in hurting ourselves, it's not a love act. If we say to ourselves, oh, I'm not good enough to go for that job, there are loads of people with more qualifications and loads of more people with experience. I'm not going to bother. What does that do to our perception of ourselves and our self-worth? So all these things can apply to any situation, whether that be love or career or romance or finances, or just wanting something simple, All these things are not serving us, so we need to move away from that. Does that make sense, JK? And then you come to this awakening, which is really good. So looking at things in a different fun factor way, having fun. Oh, I thought that was that card where the fairy dances on the wall. It was so funny. But nevertheless, it's about doing some yoga and then really getting the blood to the head so you can think differently. So having a fun look at things in a different way. So yeah, I'm serious about the yoga because it it does move the energies in a different way up and down your body. And then you can tap into that spiritual awareness or you're inside yourself. So I think this is great for yourself, moving away from thoughts that no longer serve you, actions that no longer serve you, and really realizing who you're about and your self-worth. Brilliant, JK, brilliant. Do you agree? So that's good. Hi, Lunar Moon. How are you today? Oh, so not my best cheerleader. Yeah. So basically, just let it go. The more you put focus on the negative or the self-doubt, the more that's going to grow. So when we have self-doubt, should I be doing this? Nah. And then you think it again, should I be? And then you believe it. That's what a belief is about. So the more you think about a set thing, the more energy you put into it. And then it becomes true. And then you believe it and everyone around you believe it. I'll tell you what happened to me once upon a time a few months ago. Someone said to me that they were talking to me and she said to me, everybody hates me. So I thought to myself, that's either true or it's not true. And because of psychology, it puts that thought, oh, so maybe I should not like you. So the more you say things out loud, the more you've got to decipher why they said that. Is it true? Are their self-worth not as good as they believe? But it has a psychological effect. So the more you tell somebody, oh, the more it's vibrated for the universe to give it back. So no longer serves. Put it to bed, bury it, and forget it. Hello, Marwa Ben Chaib. How are you? So I'm lost, Melly. I've just given people lectures when they didn't even ask. Oh, dear me, God. Oh, yeah. No worries, JK. No worries. I'll hit you over the head with a pack of tarot cards if you don't do things positive. Right, at Lunar Moon. Hello, Lunar Moon. What's the question? Asks, I want to know about my life. So Gajam Ramachandra wants to know about their life. Is that correct? Is that correct, Millie? Oh, yeah, it is. Do you have something more specific? What? Right, so we're on Sorgajam Ramachandra. Is that how you say your name? Oh, it's complicated. It is. Right, so they want to know about their life. Fair enough. I'd like to know about my life. I'm going to do some mermaids. I'm Ramachandra. Ah, okay. It's Ramachandra. Alrighty, Ramachandra. Ramachandra. Right, I'm going to use 2 mermaids because I can if I want. And then we're going to use, let's use some fairies. Haven't used the fairies for a while. Oh, it's hard, isn't it? Right, okay. What does Sandra need? Right. A nice soft reading. So the first aspect is a healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. So within your life at the moment, whether you know it or not, your very existence can open up a way of healing. So by the nice words that you say to someone, to the actions that you do, that is all healing. Sometimes you can go further than that by really expressing what you want with your voice, and channel that healing in a way that gives hope and faith to people around you. So that's the first aspect. You have a soulmate relationship, the mermaids are saying. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. That's interesting. So connection between another person and yourself is coming about through your healing work. So as I said before, just by being you, you are healing. But if you've got that empathy and sympathy for another person, that will come back in spades, which means it's attracted to you in such a way that your soulmate is listening, and the spiritual level and the soul journey that you still want to go on is there. So the fairies are saying music. When you listen to music and hear music that will vibrate to a frequency that people will hear. So for you, the green color, which is very neutral and very healing, as in this card, is applicable. So if you wear green or you're attracted to green in any shape or form, this is a good vibration. So the middle range of music is going to have a frequency that means quite a lot to you. If you play music or you just want to be inspired by new music, totally new music, yeah, or maybe your soulmate who's around you plays music. But either or, music is a good way to tap into a part of you that's very innocent. It's nice. Anyway, it's got a great feel to it all. Oh, yeah. Does that make sense? Hello, Jakirda Future. How are you? Right, who's next? Feelings from you towards me, please. In separation, no contact. We did this the other day. I'm going to write down what I say. In fact, I'll listen back to my, oh no, one. It goes on for hours. Right, what's ooh? What's ooh's feelings towards Lunar Moon going on? Right, ooh. I love this guy. He's got such a cool name. Ew. Ew and Lunar Moon. Ew towards Lunar Moon. Ew towards Lunar Moon. Hi, Marwa. How are you? Nellie's dealing with these people, I hope. Questions, I mean, not people. Questions. Is she still here or is she gone to sleep? Right. Who am I doing? Ew, ew. Right. Ew. Lunar Moon, what's going on with him? Right. Okay, that's very interesting. So at the moment, it seems to me that there is a kind of lull going on. Well, obviously there is, but it's very sluggish. He's feeling, oh, can I be bothered? This takes effort. So he's in one of those, it's a lot of effort, can't be bothered. But you've got justice on your side. So maybe they're going to get a kick up the bottom. Because loyalty is at work here. So one has to really have patience about this situation. I feel that he is into you, though it's just slow, sluggish. So what I said last time, whatever that was, but it has a nice feel. I think there is definite connection. That's nice. I don't know where it's going though, but you do have justice. So whatever you want on a higher scale, even if it's not with him, then, but cows are very loyal and family orientated, and it needs a certain amount of nurturing to weed out what is not necessary. So that's kind of interesting with him. I hope that helps, Luna. Right, you're working. I know you are, Melly. I know indeed. Right, who's next? You love patience. I know. Melly, have you got a question anyway? Do you want a question, Melly? Or something? Caviar asks, will me and the Scorpio ever be together, and what are his current feelings? No worries, Lunar Moon. Right. Caviar asks, will me and the Scorpio ever be together, and what are his current? I told you that the other day. How dare you come in my room and second guess my first opinion? What a waste of time. Oh, did you forget? Are you not listening the first time? I'm not talking to I'm talking to Jacade, our future. I gave them such a wonderful answer, and they come in again and ask the same question. I'm insulted, I am. Absolutely devastated. Devastated. Right. Cover asks, will me and the Scorpio ever be together? Interesting question. Caviar. And Scorpio. Scorpio. Right. Let's have a look at Scorpio and yourself, Cal. So there still needs to be some sorting out period, doesn't there? So there is a success on an emotional level if they allow themselves to be shared. Let's face it, a lot of Scorpios like to stay hidden with their feelings, so that doesn't really mean much. So there is a success if one can really sort through certain things. So let's have a look at the Oracle of the Romance. So what does Caviar and her Scorpio need to know? Scorpio. Right, let's have a look. So your Oracle is a separation. So feeling separated from someone is never a nice feeling, but the separation is when they hide their feelings completely. So it's like that whole feeling that they ignore. So Scorpios are very into that, if they're typical Scorpio. One would have to look at their rising sign and where their Venus and Moon is, but there is a separation period. I think they're just, so that needs to be sorted out. So whatever needs to be sorted out, you've got to be careful that we're not pushing them away or pushing the circumstance in a different direction. But generally, there is the Three of Cups there, so it is on a social event case. Whether you're going to end up together permanently is a different matter for another day. You can ask the question again another day. Thank you very much. Right. Lunar Moon, and good that you do it at home. I hope the current situation will change into positives. Right. No, we know it's... If they ask the same question about the boxing career when I spent about 10 minutes the other day giving them the answer, then I'm going to slap them over the head with a fairy. Preferably one that's on the floor. Right, where are we? Marwa asks, may I ask what A is feeling towards me and why he's not answering my calls? What will happen between us? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart. How sweet is that? Oh, I like that. Right. I know, some people are so nice. Marwa asks, may I ask what A is feeling towards them? All right. Marwa. Marwa A. What is A? Right, let's have a look what's going on with A. Right. Now then. Whoops. This could be totally not on the cards to the point, but who knows? Right, okay. So A is feeling very unified. This card is often of a spiritual teaching nature, but also it's of the marriage kind. What's going on there? Also got the Two of Springs. So they're in a decision about how to move forward. This is very exciting, I'm telling you. Because with the Ace of Summer, this is all about the love, the spring. So perhaps in springtime, this love will flourish even better than ever before. Self-love is also there. So I think A is at the time where they're feeling love. So I think that expression, when you feel love yourself, you can love anybody. So when you fill yourself up like this card, you can love anybody. So this is what they're feeling. They're filling themselves up with love. And I think it's coming from a more spiritual nature that they've tapped into. So they're feeling quite positive surrounding you, which is a really good place to be. So I hope I'm right with this, but if I'm not, I'm not. Tarot is only for entertainment purposes only. Please don't sue anybody. Oh, dear. Right, flying fairies, exactly, Melly. Flying fairies, a century-old saying, sweetheart. It is indeed. Pure sense, hi. I did see you in the room. I have a question, Melly asks. What are my angels trying to tell me? So you have a question and you want angels. Did I not get my angels? Where are my angels? I think they're hiding under my cats. Here, shall we use these? These are the crystal angels. Let's have a look for Melly. Melly and the crystal angels. You want a crystal angel? Everyone who wants a crystal angel, just say yes, and Melly will say who's next. Right, this is for Melly. Melly is leading the way in the crystal angels. How sweet. Right, what I'd like you to do with the crystal angels, people, is whatever crystal comes up and colour, to really focus on that. Tomorrow I'm doing readings on chakras, and that will be applicable. So for Melly, interesting, smoky quartz. I have a bracelet of smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is a great crystal to either wear or hold to take away negative thoughts and feelings. So when we have negativity, which is absolutely fine, because without that we haven't got positive, we need to be balanced. But if we're slightly depressed or in a little bit of self-disbelief, smoky quartz is really good. So if you have smoky quartz, Melly, that's really good. So this is clearing negativity and release negative from within or around you, which is good for salt as well. So when we live in shared accommodations, or just in a community where a lot of people are passing our front doors, back doors, windows, a little bit of salt, maybe charge up your smoky quartz and really energize that place. So smoky quartz is from Angel. So that's good. Hope that helps. Ask again later. Right, who that's on your keyboard right now, the smoky quartz. Yeah, this is a very good point. All electronics, they radiate that poison, don't they? So putting crystals is definitely a good idea. Right, when you said Marwa, you wanted a crystal, an angel crystal, is that right? You'd like one? Say yes again if you do. We're just doing crystal angels in the little pause. We're having an intermission of crystal angels if people want them. So, Marwa, did you want a crystal angel when you said, yeah, me too? Is that a yes or? Dum, 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 dum. Hello, Tabem, how are you? Right, I'm going to go to the question. If nobody wants a crystal angel, nobody wants the angels except Melly. How sweet. Right, okay, so that person's not in, perhaps. Pure Sense says, my question, when is my person is going to contact me, text me, will he contact me this week, or it's over? So many questions in the one question. What is a crystal angel? What is crystal angel? It's these oracle cards. Oracle cards? Oracles. Oracle cards. See, lots of them. I'll just pick one for you. And then you can meditate what color, what energy the crystals are. So, for instance, if you have topaz, that's a crystal. Ruby. Charite. Watermelon. Tourmaline. Unakite. Opal. Turquoise. I could be here all night reading these cards. So it's just a bit of fun with real meaning. Right. Don't ask him, Melly. Please don't ask that person a question unless it's a different question, and I'm quite happy to do so. Right. So let's do something of Pure Sense asks, what is my person is going, when is my person is going to contact me next? Right, pure sense. Can I have an initial, please? Just one initial. That would be awesome. Are you still here, pure sense? Because I'd like an initial for your question, if that's okay. Yeah. Can you give me an initial of that person that you're querying, that you want the text from? Is that okay, please? Pure sense. S. Thank you. Right, okay. So this is for S. Alrighty. So S is still pondering and waiting for, I don't know what. Let's have a look. They are interested in offering a certain amount of romance and love, but the idea is very small. But you are going to have success over that. So you will perhaps, now take this as entertainment only, but these cards are showing that you will hear from this person S. Does that make sense? Because this is even though you have to wait, this is a waiting card, there will be success. So it's best to relax and trust the universe and your higher self that this is perhaps going to happen. So the when, not anytime soon, is the answer. But you are definitely going to hear, hopefully. If you want me to do a love oracle, we can do that as well. What is S and pure sense? S, pure sense. And S. That's spooky. Right, there you go. Let go of control issues. Bang the card on your head. So just relax. I'll tell you guys a secret. I was always taught, and I know this to be true, with tarot readings, and I've done it myself. So I'm not condoning your actions, but it is a sense of controlling when we keep asking the tarot cards for an answer. I did it myself. I used to do 4 readings per day about the same question, time and time again, thinking I'd get a different answer. But, for you, pure sense, just allow things to naturally occur. Otherwise, you're going to cause yourself a hernia or something. Do you know what I mean? Just relax. Right, where are we? Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Luca Rex. How are you? Tabem. Right, where are we? Oh, I think that's so spooky that you two have got someone called S. Those Essie snakes, transformation and all that. Do you know what I mean? They need to transform and behave themselves. Don't you agree? Right, where are Melly? Cribby Michael asks, will Remy ever offer me a relationship? And if so, when? Another 2 questions in a 1 question. What's it? I can cope. Right. Remy and Cribby. Whoa. Shame, Melly, that didn't jump off the table. That could have been mine. I could have added it to the pile. Oh, not fair. I could have done with a good reading. Right, oh, never mind. Behave. Right, okay. Right, Remy, let's see what Remy's doing. Right, okay. So I knew this was going to be a wishy-washy answer. I just felt it. Wishy-washy. So there's an aspect here with Remy that certain things need to be in place before we can go down a deeper route, so to speak. So I'm not too sure if this is for you or for them. There's a sense here that you have to know exactly what you do want out of a relationship and them in general, because you've got the Chariot. So this is why it's wishy-washy. There is movement away from the situation, but is it away from being tied to an aspect that is flatlining, or is it a movement towards something more? So that's why I'm going to do this, because that answer is just driving me nuts. Because it's not even a kind of starting aspect. It's got two very major feelings to it about you have to walk away from the very feel, because I think that's more to do with you than Remy. But let's have a look. Remy. Right. Right, okay, so there is a separation. So it does feel, doesn't it? I mean, what you could do today is just go in silence just before you go to sleep and ask your higher self what is your situation with Remy. There does seem to be a pulling away and a movement away, but I'm not here to put ideas or beliefs in you. So the separation could be, just ask your higher self about that. It does have a feel of fast movement away from being tied to a situation. So it's more inclined to be pulled away. But if you do ask your intuition very silently, you'll probably hear the answer. You probably already know, in fact, what that means to you. Does that make sense? Who's netball? What's going on? Who's going on about netball? No problem, Cribby Michael. I hope that helps. Where are we? I don't know where we are. Right, okay. Tab M asks, what is coming towards me in love? Okay, what is coming towards you in love? Tab M. What's coming towards Tab M? What does Tab M need to know about love? All right, let's have a look what you need to know about love, Tab. Okay, so the first aspect is there's going to be a lot of magic. You can create your own love aspect. So when people get this card, it's almost like self-empowering yourself. So when you think positive, you feel positive, and you can take action in all those aspects. The practicalities of having a love relationship is definitely there. So this is about self-belief. This is also about talking to your own person, your connection, your spiritual connection to your higher self per se, to pull down and really understand what it is that you need to know regarding love itself. There's an aspect here where, with the Seven of Fire, you may have been kind of hurt in the past, and you're really trying to get on top of the idea of a commitment, a committed relationship. So remembering that you can create now your own reality surrounding love and what a relationship means to you. So when people are trying to play with you or antagonize you, whether that's your thoughts trying to say, no, it's not going to happen, it's never happened, and blah, 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 you're in charge of yourself now. So your thoughts, you can process your thoughts and ideas surrounding love. So that's another issue to look at. So you've got the demon cat here. So unless you're attracting someone who's a real demon, not only joking, but there is an aspect here that you've really got to put the past and past relationships to bed, kind of thing, because this isn't serving you. The Seven of Fire plus the demon cat shows to me that there are elements in your past that prevent you at the moment. It's a blockage to move towards love. So instead of thinking that love is coming towards you, it's like, what are you moving towards in a way that you can accept? So this is why the Magician for you is so vitally important. Where is your love? And how are you feeling today, right now, when I'm going to test you out now? So if someone was to say to you right now, love is never going to come towards you, how does that make you feel? It's not true, but how does that rattle your cage? Because the devil card, the demon cat, will rattle your cage. So think to yourself and feel to yourself, how am I as a magician going to create my own life? I don't want to be told what's going on. I am going to create what I do want. So by creating a bigger, more loving aspect, putting the past behind you, it puts you in an empowerment, you in control of the love aspect. And then everyone will be magnetized to you. So push yourself, push the boundaries. Don't feel cornered in a situation. You be proud of who you are now, and you'll be amazed at what comes towards you in love and everything else. Does that make sense? That was a big, long lecture, wasn't it? No worries, Taban. No worries. I wish you all the success with that. Luca Rex asks, my partner R is moving in 2 weeks. Will he be happier in his new place? Right. I'm going to ask, why are you asking that? Why are you asking? This is serious. I'm not being funny now. I'm asking, what is it about you at the moment that you're asking that question? So think for a minute, and then I want you to ask me the question again, why you are asking why your partner R is moving in 2 weeks. Because it sounds to me like he's moving in with you, but you're not asking that, are you? You're saying my partner R is moving in 2 weeks. So he's moving from one location to the next location. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Right, so Aurora asks a general love for September, please. Okay, let's do a general love reading for September. Yay, another one. Get very excited when that happens. Oh, right, okay. So, September, you do have the Magician. So, this is good. So, with speed and with precision, you have the whole ability to aspire on a spiritual level towards love. So, let's see what else is going on. Right, the Princess of Autumn. So, relearning aspects of what love means to you. So, say for instance, you were studying in a new hobby or in a new way of learning. It might be online even, but learning is going to be involved and reassessing. So, if you meet someone, kind of thing, or learn, it's almost like that environment of study will open up some inspiration for you. Let's see further. So you have the Seven of Winter. Now that's interesting. There are aspects within love in September of what ideas surrounding love. It's almost like the other reading, isn't it? Because these ideas that you've collected about love and relationships can be looked at in a whole different light. With this card, this person, the bird, the magpie, is holding the key. So, what key to your heart is being opened or shut? Now, you have the magician card here. So, this allows you to create all that you want to create. So, learning about love, opening up about love, but more about understanding yourself. Because the idea of love, what is that about? Where does that come from? And relationships in general. Are you still believing in the fairy tale, which is absolutely fine? But what you, as a responsible adult now, what kind of relationship do you want to enter into? And this is the learning process, learning about yourself and what you want, not what others are saying and controlling. So let's have a look about the love oracle to see what stage you're at with the love in September. Is that okay? So Aurora. Aurora. So Aurora, let's have a look here. So you have heart-to-heart conversations. Now that's wonderful. So this is what the learning aspect was. When you learn and talk to someone, you can see the honesty about what's going on. So when you're throwing ideas around, it'll bring a spark. So say, for instance, you do go to a learning establishment or even talking online, it'll spark something that will ignite and set fire and set energy to something else. So there is, I feel, beginningness to come about in September for yourself, if you allow it. But there is going to be a new way of looking at things and understanding who you are. Does that make sense, Aurora? I hope so. Right. Hello, Hyacinth. How are you? Good to see you again. Always welcome to come back for more insults and fun. Hello, Jane Jai. Have a drink. Shit. When we fail, have a drink. That's it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good, Aurora. I'm pleased. We can do this again, see the stages, because we're still in the middle of August, really. So things change, and they can change quite rapidly, depending on how quickly we go through our stuff. Some people take decades to go through their stuff, and people go like that. So I've done readings for people, and they've just gone through their stuff immediately. They've seen, they've twigged, and bing, done and dusted. It's brilliant when that happens. Right, who's next? Hello. You're new. Well, how new? Are you a day old new? Or are you a new soul? Or what sort of new person are you? Oh, leave now or forever hold your peace. Anyway, it's nice to meet new people. Always good. Right, where are we? I am allowing Millie to sort things out. Right, it's Jane J next, Melly. What? Luca Rex asks, is that correct? Oh, Melly, you're doing it again. You're doing two people. Who's next? So are we on Luca next? Are we on Luca? Oh, Luca. Are we not on Sonia first? I think we're on Sonia. Is Sonia still here? Yes, Luca. No. What? Melly, can you type the question in? Who's next? I've lost the plot. I was laughing up at the question Mahima asked, will I crack my upcoming government exam? Crack. You have to, the universe is very literal, What does the word crack mean? You know what it means. I may know what it means, but the universe crack. Funny. Right, I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to go Melly at Hyacinth. I'm good. How are you? Shall I put you on the list? Yes. Done. Jane J says hi. Hi, Jane J. Have I done Jane J? What is coming for me and my crush, co-worker N Aries? I'm Capricorn. I miss him. No contact for 6 days. Didn't we do that the other day, Jane? I have a feeling we did. But let's see what's going on again. Sonia is after Luca. What about? Have we missed Jane J? Did we miss Jane J? See how... Right, Jane J, if you're still here and we haven't answered your question today, do you want that same question asked that we answered the other day? I'm going to go with Melly because she's the boss. Oh, she's on... She's on the list. She's on the list. Listen to me. I'm the boss. Yes, sir. You've got the list. It's like the I can never say the word. Akashian Records. I've got the list. Stop misbehaving. Do you see what the universe has to deal with? All right. Oh, I know you're the boss. I know that, Melly. I know. I know the order of things. So I've lost the plot again. Right, okay. I'll go with Melly. Luca says, I think because of the health situation at the moment and him being a nurse, we haven't seen each other in a while. And I just want to make sure he's okay. Who's okay? What? Have I missed the plot again? Right, is that a question or a statement? Luca says, think because of the health situation at the moment and him being a nurse, we haven't seen each other in a while, and I just want to make sure he will be okay. How's that a question? Is the nurse going to be okay? What do I ask? Oh, oh, I did, didn't I? That was like so yesterday. I asked that. Right, about the house, about the moving. So he's moving, and you want to know if he's going to be okay because he's a nurse. So he's moving to another location, and you want to know if he's going to be okay. This is now a legit question. Right. Got you now. Right, let's see if he's going to be okay. Yeah, is he going to be okay? Right. Is he? Right, Luca, let's have a look. Let's have a looking at the situation with your partner moving. Oh. Right. Well, moving away into the new situation is a kind of a very sad feeling, isn't it? So is it going to be okay? Yes, but it's sad nevertheless. So sad for you and sad for them. So that is just sad. Oh, sad. But he is going to be happy emotionally because they know that they're doing a good job. And you know they're doing a good job as well. Being a nurse is obviously challenging at the best of times. I don't know how people do it. They do it. So emotionally, it is going to be satisfying. So if he can hold on to that aspect of I'm doing a good job, and he's doing an essential job, and you know that too. But it's still painful, isn't it? He's coming across as the King of Winter. So very old soul, very wise in his decision making. And this decision that he's made is for the greater good. So he is going to be all right. He's very analytical about it, and it's just got to happen. So rest assured that together you'll probably have a stronger, more meaningful relationship out of that. And so on the higher purpose of it all happening, it happens because you can appreciate both of you, even in these hard times. Because you can see the whale here, he's wearing the crown and he's got a lot of influences around him. So a whale goes great distances and a great length. And you can see the fishes are supporting your partner. So it looks good, but there is going to be sadness. Of course, I'm sad, that you have to be apart. It is sad. But for the greater good, you've got the 3 of summer. So rest assured that everything's going to be okay. Okay? Oh, it is sad. It is very, very sad. But moving on. Oh, sad. Sorry about that. It was nice. It's got a nice feel to it. He's a lovely person. So, you know, there is such thing as karma. And you're both going to get that beautiful karma back. So all's well. All's well, definitely. So it's really nice. So Sonia asks, when will I meet my future husband? Perez. Right, when will you meet your future husband? It's going to be on a Thursday. I feel a Thursday coming on. It's going to be raining and the birds are going to be tweeting. And I see you outside a cafe with apple tart and cake. Have you left by now? Oh, dear. Right. I'm sure it was a serious question. I'm going to use this. Right, Sonia. So what I'm going to ask is, what does Sonia need to know regarding love relationships? I'm sorry, Mima. Are you leaving? It is getting late, isn't it? Well, not that late. Me and Melly have been later. Oh. Right, Sonia. What does Sonia need to know regarding future husbands? Right, Sonia, if you're still here and you haven't blown after my beautiful romantic writing skills. Right, Sonia, let's have a look at this husband. Oh, that's so nice. Ace of Spring, followed by 3 of Winter, followed by 10 of Summer. Wow, look at you. Wow. How old are you? 19. Cool. Are you about 19? My maths is terrible. So you've got the Ace of Spring, which means you can rejoice in the knowledge that, yes, a husband will come along. Not this spring, or maybe this spring, who knows. But when we use the fairy oracle, you can see this small fairy celebrating pink. She's surrounded by pink. So you've got a lot of love to give and receive as well. So this is a very nice feel. So you're definitely going to attract someone. There is an aspect here, though, that with the 3 of Winter, it's about releasing some sort of pain. So whether that's your family or you've been through a relationship that's caused you a little bit of discomfort or a lot of discomfort, you need to kind of have a cry at some stage just to release that. Does that make sense? And then you get the 10 of Summer, which is total emotional bliss. So this is a great card for you to relish in love per se. Now, with me telling you all this, that yes, you will meet someone and you'll be blissfully happy, does that make you not put in the work? Because with the 3 of Swords, 3 of Winter, there is a certain amount of release to go on. So say, for instance, if I told a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old, yes, you're going to get married and you're going to do this, but they still do the work that they need to do to achieve that. So this is why it's always a challenge telling somebody that, yeah, they are. I think you are, don't get me wrong, but you still need to do the X, Y, and the Z to achieve that. So let's have a look at the Moonology cards with you, Sonia, because I think that'll be applicable. So what does Sonia need to know regarding husband? So Sonia, if you're still here, so adjustments are required. So that little bit of pain in the heart and the release of certain emotions need to be adjusted, like this card says, in order to get that fulfillment, to be able to attract that husband to you. So this is why we say that all tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only, because if we predict, yes, you're going to marry someone, then later on in life, after you're 88, and you say, well, I never got married in life, and the tarot reader told me I was. You do have to put in the work to make that. We only see a certain aspect, and if people don't do that aspect, then it's not going to happen. That's about free choice and free will and all the rest of those kind of sayings. Does that make sense, Sonia? But you do look like you have a very emotionally happy life, so that's really good. Right, where are we now? Cynthia Hyacinth is asking about A again. Right. Can't remember what I said last time, but let's go with the pussy wussies. Sonia, did that make sense? Can you say yes or no or whatever if you're still in the room? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, Melly, I agree. Oh, right, okay. Right. If Hyacinth is still in the room, we're asking, what are A's feelings towards them? Any hidden love? Okay. We did this the other day, I definitely know that, but what are A's feelings towards Hyacinth? What are A's feelings towards Hyacinth? What are A's feelings towards Hyacinth? Right. A is for He's willing to put in some work at the moment on himself, perhaps. Wow. These cards are interesting. So you've got he's like the fire Tom. He can skirt around issues, but he can also skillfully maneuver around how he communicates to you, how he feels, and how he takes action. I think there is going to be action, but at the moment you can see here that he's a bit of a hermit. So the ability to express, he might be able to do that to himself, but actually moving forward takes great skill. He has also got this 5 of cups, so he may not take action as much as he thinks he's going to, because he's always pulled back to the circumstances of certain pain. So it's kind of a mixture. He's finding inside himself how to express to move forward. He knows very well that you are very receptive to the situation, but it's within himself that he has to find the ability to clear his emotions to able to go into a better love circumstance than he's gone before. Does that make sense? Did we say that last time? Or has he changed? Hyacinth, I'm going to do a love oracle because we didn't do that last time. What does Hyacinth need to know regarding A? What's going on? I don't know. So you too would like to adopt a more playful look. So don't be too serious, and that will make him feel more comfortable. Because I think with him, it's more like the responsibility and commitment. It's scaring him into a kind of pulling back mode, which is okay, but yeah, just relax a little bit and see about, because he knows it's on the cards, so to speak, but he's a little bit scared. So a little bit more relaxed attitude once the two of you are back together, kind of thing, if that makes sense. Hello, Violet Angel, and how are you? How many are before me? Whose turn? I've lost the plot. Yeah, and when you're in the hermit mode, it's always good to do so, because sometimes you meet someone, don't you, in a period in life, and they seem ideal, but they're a little bit broken and not so good. So I understand why people ask, am I getting back with my ex, or is this person applicable? And we have to always work on our issues, on our life lessons, and we may be suitable to each other, but just not yet. Do you know what I mean? So it is interesting working these things out. But if you can relax with him and just kind of be more a friend kind of thing, and that'll build up his confidence. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully that helps. Right. You're okay. Great, Violet. That is excellent. So Melly says, Jane J, what is coming for me and my crush co-worker in Aries? Still no contact in 6 days after our meeting. I'm Capricorn. I miss for him his feelings for me. Now, just Jane J, remember that we did answer this question the other day, but I can't remember what I said. I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago. Never mind the other day. Right, what's going on with N? What does Jane need to know about N? Oh, I nearly had another one. Alrighty. Let's have a look about N. What's going on there? I think it was positive last time, wasn't it? Wasn't it positive? You can't remember either. Right. I think you had this card. I'm so going to look back at my reading of you. Right, Queen of Summer, Jane. So you're the Queen of Summer, and they see you as the Queen of Summer. And they know that you're offering love. They sense that. So what does that mean? Wow. Right. I'm going to go on the lines of what I said to another person in this room. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but I've just got to go with what's appeared before me. So you've got the 10 of Autumn, which is all about happy times. Everything is fine. So with N and yourself, this is a good combination. It is a lifelong lesson of a lot to learn. It's like you two have branched out together and connected on such a level that you can learn many, many aspects of yourself, who you are individually as well as together. Now we can see this as well as in the world. So the whole world has come together to understand a greater purpose that you two have met. So why haven't you been in contact within these 6 days? Very interesting. So let's have a look about N. Jing. Situation between JJ's I think we could write you know, like Dallas and Dynasty, of those series that go on and on and on. I get the same feeling with you two. You should definitely come together and write a really. You two have got so much value and so much. It's like a whole series. It's going to be a whole series. Separation. What's that about? What's that about? You've got separation. Duh. What's that about? Separated. So you separated at the moment. But I do feel that there's more to you two than meets the eye. So I'm curious anyway. But I think there's a lot of love, and it is going to be not dramatic, but there is a sense of completion on the whole thing, not an ending, completion. Look out for series 99. Oh, I can't wait to hear the next chapter. Oh, that's so funny. But it's not. It's your life. But it's I can understand why you've got that connection. Can you? I can anyway. Oh, it's going to be great. Right. Okay. No, he doesn't text you. Yeah. Well, welcome to series 99. Mido, hi. Can I have a reading? Can I just know, will my ex get better, and will I be happy in love? Thank you. Will we reconcile? Oh, Jane. So we'll ask that question tomorrow, Jane, because it is only one question, really. I'd give it time, to be fair. It's all right. Give it time. I don't see an ending yet. Myself. Could be wrong. But yeah. Right, who's next? Is it Mido or whatever? But yeah, it's difficult, isn't it, when it's a whole drama series. But you two are very solid in your connection. That has been, anyway. That's what I'm picking up anyway. Right, Violet Angel asks, will me and Ari have a rebirth and reconcile in the future? Right, this question is totally weird. Do you mean you will go through a rebirthing process as individuals together, soul? What? Can you ask that question again with a bit more mundane quality to it? Which I mean a more base level, not like spiritual level or. Hello, Sunny. How are you? What is your like? Will we get back together, like, and try again, like? Like, that was good and basic, like. Right, we can understand that. Right, will Ari and you get together? What does Violet Angel need to know about Ari? Okay, you and Ari, let's have a look. So, first of all, there's definitely hope. And there's, oh, wow, two, yeah, oh, wow, look at this. So all tarot readings are done for entertainment purpose. Don't take these things as literal. There's hope that you and Ari may get back together, but then this could be on your side about wishing that it would. There's an aspect to go after what you do want, and the connection does seem to be really good. Sometimes with this card, I always see it as a far-fetched dream, but not too far-fetched, because it's going after your dream. You can see here that there is that connection, there is that completion. So you and Ari may very well be together. So interesting. So yeah, you could reconnect. But is it this lifetime you're going to reconnect or the next one? Answers on a postcard, please. Right. I'm glad you're good, Sonny. So I think you might try again. Try again. If it's applicable. Why not? Could be fun. You ghosted each other. Oh, I'm laughing because my daughter got me into that series with Neve about ghosted, because I didn't even know what the term meant, but it is funny when people ghost people. Oh, I ghosted you. But yeah, you never know with things. It could be on your side that you want happy families, but there is a ghosting. So my question to you is, why don't you get in contact? I know there's pride and there's certain things, but it's not like a ticky-tacky thing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting anyway. Ghosted each other. Funny. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes you see, he would be on a rebound situation. When you ghost each other, that's a very rebound situation. So he still needs to deal. So even when you move on to someone new and someone new and someone new, that's fine, because you're dealing with your growing up issues of the heart. And my advice with my own experience is never go out with anyone on a rebound. It just doesn't work. So let him have his X, Y, and Z kind of situations, and then he still might come back to you because you were meant to, or maybe not. Do you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, your scenario, to be true. Right, let's do... did you want a general reading, Sanine? Because you deleted the message. And did you want one, or have you skipped class? No worries, Violet. Hello, Mahima Pade. Will I crack my upcoming government exam? You crack me up, you do, asking that question again. Do you mean, will you pass it? Because crack is like crack. Do you know, it's like... yeah, pass, not crack. Right, so I think you're on the list. Melly's got the list, and I don't want her telling me off again because she really shouted at me last time. So I think we're doing... Meadow asks, hi, can I have a reading? Can I just know, will my life get better and will I be happy in love? Right. Your life will get better because there are cycles of up and down, and round and round. So that's the answer to the first bit of the question. But I know what you mean, so we'll just do a reading on Meadow. We're doing Meadow, okay? Meadow and life. Meadow. All right. Right. We've got 3 cards the right way. Right, okay. So we can see how your mindset is, Meadow. So you have the 9 of Winter. When the 9 of Winter is here, you've put yourself in a kind of stance where you've isolated your feelings from your thoughts, and that's a kind of aspect that will attract more of. So instead of worrying unnecessarily about things, one needs to embrace the participation of the deep emotions on a positive level that you can reach. Sometimes looking backwards and in the past will allow you to come up with horror stories. So that's no good. So one needs to face your future in a more light-hearted manner than you're doing with your mindset. There is an aspect here where you can see for yourself the 8 of Spring, of how busy, if you keep yourself busy doing good kind of participating and putting your energy into something that is worthwhile, then this is a good stance to take. So by you being more busy in your life, participating in activities that will allow you to feel good about yourself, then life is going to get better per se. There's also a time to go inward in a positive way, to embrace the wisdom that you need to kind of pull yourself out of this situation. When you go into a hermit mode, it's all about finding the wisdom of who you are on a kind of spiritual level as well. So being introverted is okay if it's done in a positive way. Most geniuses are an introverted type. So what you could look at is when you're busy going inside to find the real truth of who you are, then that is more of a better stance for you. What I'm going to have a look at is the Moonology cards. And what I'm going to say to you is that life always does get better when our mindset is on the right page. So how we think about ourselves and the world in general is what we focus on and put more energy into it. So it's very essential to look at things in a very positive light and even create that. That's why for you, being busy about certain activities will keep your mind off something until that inspiration comes. So you'll be able to go inward to find your own truth. Does that make sense? Right, let's have a look on the Moonology though. This is for Medi. No, I've lost the plot again. Anyway, so your dreams need a practical plan. So your positive dreams need a practical plan. So when you say your life getting better, this is great to have Taurus, because Taurus is stable, very into stability and finance. So on a financial level and the security, it will. But as it says, it needs something practical going on. So if you put your energy into doing, then that's going to really allow your life to be a lot better, in your words. Well, does that make sense? Right. Yes, it was the other day. Jackie, our future. I answered it in length the other day, and I'm not going to do the same question again. So we're going to do Sanin now. Is that true? I think Jakira must drink when he goes to rooms to read. Was my question answered? He can't remember his question and he doesn't know the answer. Wow, that's funny. Right. No, you might be right. Well, time is just one day, and I did, because you may be a new subscriber, but you asked about a boxing career. Do listen to my other read about what I told you. You may not have subscribed then, but you may have surprised today. But I told you about your boxing career, didn't I? I said how wonderful it was going to be. You can't remember, can you? Maybe I'll change my mind until it's going to flop. That'll teach you. Oh, right. Of course it was the other day. Even Melly remembers, because Melly was. Were you in the room, Melly? No, I can't remember. Anyway, putting you aside, I'm going to do a reading for Sunny, second when Yan can. Hold on a minute. Sekwen Yan can. Wow. Sunny. Right. Sunny. Melly, I'll show you my reading with all the cards on the floor. I'll take a photograph. Right, Sunny, let's have a look what's going on. I'll do use some oracle cards as well, but let's have a look. So Sunny has got a lot of movement going forward. So this is a good aspect when you don't know what's going on and conflicted and confused. This energy is moving away from your comfort zone, and you may think it's going in two directions, but if you really focus and just sit in the carriage, it's like sitting in public transport, they're going to take you. So at the moment, the energy that's surrounding you is guiding you to a different place. Now that place is with new understanding about what you do want. So when you have the fire kitten here, it's got the ability to be a little bit curious about the energy, about new things coming up in your life. So this aspect will give you the ability to go forward and grasp what you do want. So what else is going on? Well, you've got the Two of Sea here. So this stands for unity and love. So when you might be focusing on career and things like that, something pops up like romance and vice versa. It's funny how the universe works. But unity could mean for you at the moment the ability of your heart and your way of thinking, but also the acting to love yourself, to be able to move forward. So what else do we need to know? Because I think you're very important at the moment to know what is going on. Where let's use let's use a few mermaids. I'm going to use two mermaids for you. What does Sunny need to know? Right, let's use two mermaids. So it's playtime. So it doesn't sound right, but this is a reminder that playtime is very important, to understand that life isn't always serious all the way through. So when you've got the Chariot, the movement, it's guiding you to a place where, yeah, you are going to be sensible and go forward, but in the meantime, if you can relax and laugh, tell a joke, maybe if you know any children in your family, or maybe you've got friends who've got kids or something like that, then learn to play, observe how they play. It's with a sense of trust, and they keep trying. So when you have the fire kitten, that's also about playing with fire. I'm not saying play with fire, but I am saying just have that innocent outlook about certain things. Don't struggle with it. So that's the first message from the mermaids. But there's also maybe for you some father healing. This can mean authority. This can mean discipline. Or it could mean your father. So sometimes when fathers are absent or not around, it has an effect. So all in all, it's about what sort of logic, authority, discipline have you, or you're giving yourself in your life. Does that make sense? So it is serious, but things are moving forward, and there are the universal factors are looking after you, protecting you, to have a more gentler approach to your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. Right. Where are the pussycats gone? Right. So I'm laughing at Melly. There is. I'll show you the photo when I do it. Yeah. Well, tomorrow we could do Sunny about moving. Where are my cats gone? Oh, they're over there. Naughty cats. We can do about movement, moving on. But yeah, it's good when the universe moves us, because moving environments is important, isn't it? Our environment is an indication of where we are in life. So that is interesting. Ah, wow. Jackie Dar Futures asked a different question. That's hilarious. Oh, that's really good. One thing stopping me from making a decision is what my father will think. Don't allow other people, whether they're family members or not, to make your decision for you. You see, that's what we listen to in our head when we're making decisions, etc. We listen, and we all do it because we're human beings. We're not robots, but we still do it. And conditioning is really one of those things. We do it out of fear, but we need to empower ourselves as people. And that's why I trust my daughter in her decisions, etc., etc. As a parent, you want your children, or you think they should be doing X, Y, and Z because that's a lot better for them. But we don't know their soul journey. So you perhaps can tap into that and know that better than your father. So, yeah, trust in your own ability, and trust that you'll always be protected if you love yourself enough to give to yourself that protective shield of who you are. So as parents, they always want their kids to do the very best, usually. But sometimes, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, interesting case, isn't it, really? Right. Hello, Felicity Teens. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for loving my readings. I love your support even more, and your comments that you put on my videos every single day. Thank you. Thank you very much for being a wonderful person. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. Are we doing Mr. Boxer now? What are Anai's feelings towards me today? I love this guy. Can't wait to see him on telly. I'm telling you. Hilarious guy. Love him to pieces. Should we use the fairies? Right, Mr. Future. Mr. Boxing Future. What's Anniza Taurus feelings towards you today? What is... Do you know what? I thought they would ban boxing at one stage because so many people were getting brain dead. That's fancy. My brain's dead. I asked the same question again. Oh, so right, okay. What's Anna's feelings towards you? I've got to amuse myself. I don't get paid for this. I've lost the plot again. Oh dear. Right, okay. So her feelings towards you is quite interesting, really. I think she wants to mother you. Right. She not only wants to mother you, but she wants to give you the strength to be able to be who you are. So we've got the Empress, which is the mother card. So there is an aspect where she feels protective. She also wants to replicate that from you. So that's a nice aspect, to be fair. With the Five of Autumn, it's about when we're feeling a bit low, they'll give to you. So if you feel vulnerable at any stage, I think they'll support you in your works. Do you know what I mean? There's also that inner strength. When you two, I'm sure you said that your partner didn't want you to do this anyway, but maybe I'm making that up in my head. But the strength card here, they have to have strength to able to express what they do feel towards you because of who you are, really. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, they do. She does. They do really like you. But I'm not sure if it's going to continue in the romantic vein. There's something about her that there's a nurturing aspect. And I'm not saying they pity you or they feel they have to protect you. I mean, that some relationships are just like that. They do feel like they have to nurture the person more than love them. And that, to me, isn't of equal. Relationships always should be equal. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's that. My birthday. Fancy forgetting to subscribe. Do you need nagging? Do they need nagging, Melly? Hello, love princess. I'm good, thank you, Melly. How are you? I hope Melly's all right. No problem. No problem at all, my Mr. Boxing friend. Can I ask if I should go for the job interview or start my business I've been working on? A very sensible question. Can you do both? A bit like me. Do both. Burn out. Right. What does Love Princess need to know about the job? Interview. The interview is the first thing, Love Princess. What does Love Princess need to know about going for the job interview? What does Love Princess need to know about that? Right, before I read these cards, Love Princess, and yes, we will read them. There we are, put them down. Sometimes when we feel about going self-employed and things like that, it's a good idea because we've suddenly seen we're worth it. When we go for a job, it's like we're working for someone else, which is fine. We have a use and we're able to do that. But sometimes when we go to a job interview, we go through certain feelings and certain qualities that we need to impress, because that's what we're doing when we go to a job interview. We're trying to impress them to like us and match us to a situation. So when we say, should I not go to a job interview, there's a little bit of aspect where we feel like, oh, should I hide away from going forth and putting myself out there? And if I do go, do I not believe in myself and my job, your own career, your own business? So there's a kind of a flippy balance, isn't there? If I go to the job interview and want the job, am I saying to myself, I'm not worth it to start my own business? And the answer is yes, no. So it's a very interesting one. If I was your friend, I'd say go to the job interview, because we learn so much about presenting. Because when you go in business by yourself, you do have to present. We're always presenting our business. So it can be an exercise in presenting to yourself and learning a bit more about you. You can always say at the end of the whole process, no, I don't want the job. And then you can give yourself a pat on the back, an ego boost that they've been granted you the job. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's read. So your job situation about, your job situation about death. Are you going as a funeral director? No. So the job interview situation has brought up death. What else has it brought up? The Five of Swords and also the Queen of Wands. So you can see this is the Queen of Wands. This is yourself being confident in who you are. So this is a good aspect to not only present yourself in a job interview, but into your business. So the death of a situation teamed up with the Five of Swords says to me, back away from the job interview or back away from the job. Like I said at the top of the discussion, it's always good to go through the process of presenting yourself. So, as I said, if I was your friend, I would say still go for it. But then that's another time period that you've wasted on that, or have you? So, yeah, you can make your own decision. But I think if you do go for the job interview, you present very well. So what's the death about? The death of the old you and into the new. So again, it would say the job is kind of below you. So would it be go for the self-employed? Yeah. But like I said to you, do both. Maybe, maybe not. So that's a very wishy-washy answer. Oh dear. So if you're still with us, I'll do your Moonology card. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we go in business, we do have to present, even if we're writing a book, even if you're writing a book inside your own home, not seeing anyone, you're still presenting, because the end result is going to be presenting to the world. But it is an exercise. I knew I wanted one particular job. I'm a support worker in my real life. And I just went to another job interview because I thought, well, they've offered it me, I'll take it, you know. And I knew I didn't want that particular company, I wanted the other one. But you just pat on your back. It is a waste of time, but it's not in the long run. Whatever. Right, let's see what you really need to know. I should have took that one on the floor, Molly. Right, so it's time to release negativity. So yeah, about going self-employed, release the negativity about it's a very Libran feel, isn't it? Do I do it or do I don't? But go through the process anyway. You've got nothing to lose. In fact, if you go with the attitude you've already got the job, you can always decline the job. But definitely 100% work on your self-employment. Do not give that up, because you're headed in a very good place in it. So it's time to release any negativity surrounding that. So when you've got Scorpio, it's like you got the death card as well, didn't you? So there is a death of a situation. Bother with makeup, you can tell, can't you? And get all your paperwork and then travel and blah blah blah. That's an effort. But if you mean an effort to actually prepare, that is an effort. It is hard, but sometimes it's like a little exercise. It's like a free exercise, isn't it? About presenting. So, and then when you see the other person, you feel, oh, am I a little bit nervous? Why am I nervous? Do I not feel good about myself? Because we're always learning about ourselves. Some people don't pay attention to that, do they? They just think, yeah, I know myself. Yeah, I know about life. But every day should be a new opportunity to learn and expand and develop. So you can use it as a free training exercise. What you could do is go to the interview tomorrow and pretend you're presenting your own business. So really make it powerful. So everything should have meaning in what we do. Because it does. Oh, dear. Hello, Jasmine Ferguson. How are you today? Girl power. I'm stressed out and want to make both families happy. Should I have my baby birthday party at his dad's on side? Oh, thank goodness you're not next. That's oh dear. Right. Jasmine Ferguson asks, it takes a lot. No, what's coming for me in September? Right. What's coming to you in September? Boom, 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 boom. Right. What's coming for Jasmine in September? No problem, love princess. Do come in tomorrow or the next day and tell me how everything went. If you did it or didn't. Everything has a meaning, doesn't it? It's got you thinking now, isn't it, love princess? Life's so funny. Right. Jasmine Ferguson. I keep doing that. That's weird. Jasmine Ferguson. That was a trick, wasn't it? Oh, dear. Are they still here? Mahima Parde. Right. Right, Jasmine, what's coming to you? Oh. Well, this is a very interesting September. So, Jasmine, what you have to do is learn to release the old. When things are no longer useful, it is time to release that. And even if you think they're useful, then it's still better to release it. So intuitively, you probably know what it is that you need to release, whether that's thoughts or feelings or relationships or an idea of what life should be like. You have a lot of purity in this card, being white. So one needs to transform yourself to a a more spiritual, higher self aspect, to be able to tap into your intuition and higher self, to realize the newness of your life in September, is going to make way for a flood of fantastic opportunities. Okay, so that's the first aspect. You've got the strength card to able to withstand that, because I get the impression from you don't really want to do that. So to find the strength to be able to do that is going to be challenging, so to speak. So if you're gentle in each one of those things, then that's probably a better stance than holding on tight and not allowing your life to unfold in the way it's gently going to happen. So with Prince of Winter here, there is an aspect, what's going on in September, that you keep looking back at situations and circumstances, which is a counterproductive aspect. So when you keep looking back all the time instead of moving forward, then that's going to be difficult and challenging. So for you, it would be best to learn to release what you need to able to transform your life for the better, for the more purpose, for the more gentle love that's coming. Does that make sense? Let's hope so. Let's give you a mermaid. I'm going to give you a little mermaid because that was a bit heavy. Mermaids are cute. So what do you need to know with the mermaid? So what we have for you is empowerment. There you go. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. Okay, so find that strength to become powerful. Learn that letting go isn't losing something, but gaining something. So this is in your empowerment to be powerful. Does that make sense? The mermaid said it did. So that's nice. Right. Hello, sunshine. Ah, yeah. Melly. So anyone else coming in the room, we're going to close the list down now. Is that okay? So anyone on the list, it's fine. But anyone else, then tomorrow is another day. Woohoo. My throat's going. I can't talk forever and ever. So Mahima Pandi asks, if you stay in the room, I will get your question up after the next burst. Oh, right. So Mahima asks, will I clear my SSC, which is held over? Right, who's next, Melly? I'm confused. This is closed. Right, okay. Hello, Felicia Teens. Did you ask a question, Felicia? Did you want to ask a question? You can ask a question because you've been in the room for like ever. So, and plus you're one of my subscribers, I mean. So that's okay. So Melly, Gail Power asks, I'm stressed out. Should I have my baby birthday party at his dad's on side September the 4th, or at our baby shower, which is September 13th? What will have better vibes? Better vibes. Oh, you are funny. You need to know. You need to look at the aspects and the astrological look at both those days. So September the 13th or September the 4th, are they both Saturdays? What day is it? Let me have a look at the calendar. Because I don't know. Right. Calendar. Doing. Calendar of 14th is a Monday. September the 4th is a Friday and a Monday. I'm going for a Monday. What? Right, 13th now, which is 13th, September the 13th, a Sunday. A Sunday or a Friday. At his dad's. Should I have my baby birthday party at his dad's on September the 4th or at our baby shower? No. Right, okay. There's two kind of, well, there's more actually. There's quite a few concepts here on this party. You should always honor, it's like, you know, when you get marriages and you get two couples marrying on the same day. Some people think that's very nice and other people think that's not nice. Now, your baby is only a baby, okay, but on some level, it's best not to have a baby party with a baby shower, because a baby shower is honoring that the baby is born or before it's born, and then you've got a party. So yeah, everyone's gathered at the same thing, but it kind of divides the attention. So if we honor someone and we want to give them a baby party, it should be separate from a baby shower. So that's the answer to that. So if the only choice you've got, girl power, is to have the baby party at the dad's side on the September the 4th, then yes, I'd do that. Having the baby party. Does that make sense? So that was an easy one, really. Felicia didn't want one. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's fine, Felicia. I'm just glad you're here keeping us company and having a laugh. Hopefully you're having a laugh. But girl power, did that answer your question? Because if you wanted it separate, then that would be separate. But it's good to honor people in a way. I know they're only a baby and I know it's a baby shower, but it means that it's just the attention isn't on either or, it's just jumbled up. If that's how the life is jumbled up, then that's okay. But I do get the feeling that on the dad's side, it is a nice thing anyway. So September the 4th, I think, is fine. But all tarot readings and advice from tarot readers are for entertainment purposes only. Do make your own decision about those lifelong decisions, because you'll intuitively know that anyway, because you know the dynamics of everyone involved. And sometimes we have to cooperate with dynamics. Even though I'm all about self-empowerment, sometimes when dealing with friends and family, and it's just a whole craziness. Thank you, Mahima. So you want to know if you will clear, you mean will you pass it? You mean if you will pass the SSC exam, right? Will you pass the exam? Well, Mahima. Right, will you pass the exam? Yes. That's what the pendulum said. Please be advised that this is for entertainment purposes, and if you're entertained, please press like, subscribe, and then donate £1,000. Thank you very much. When do you feel A will approach me with some kind of commitment? Right. Oh, love the hearts. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, Sunstar Sunshine asks, when do I feel? When do you feel A will approach me with some kind of commitment? Right, let's have a look at A and Sunstar. A and Sunstar, A and Sunstar, A and Sunstar, A, Sunstar. Oh, I'm really not got another one, Melly. A and Sunstar. Right, let's have a look at A. Let's see what's going on with A. A little bit of indecisiveness going on. Maybe never. Things are a bit of an illusion. Right, I'm going to ask yourself, Sunstar, is this person into commitment? Well, you obviously know he's not. They're not. Because they wonder, well, they're not really wondering. I don't think this person is very ready for a commitment to anything or anything in their life right now. So, yeah, they have achieved, don't get me wrong. But it's like they want to have things very quiet at the moment. So they're just almost like discovering what it is that the illusion of life is. And they're still a bit sad as well. So the sadness comes from the Moon card about what it is that they need to grow into. It's an age-old aspect that when you move through the darkness, you have to find the light at the end of the day. Now, I think this person is very kind of questioning who they're about. Not you, but who they are. So this is very amazing aspect. So I don't see them making a commitment at all at the moment, if at all, ever. So let me tell you, all tarot readings are done for entertainment purposes, and please don't make lifelong decisions on a tarot reading. Thank you very much. Right, are we done? Is anyone else, Melly? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Right, I'm going to end on a very positive note by giving you a fairy message, people in the room, because fairy oracles are very light and inspirational. So what does everyone need to know today? What does anyone and everybody need to know? Right, we'll end on a nice meditation fairy. So come together. So thank you for everyone to coming together to learn experience about love. When we come together, we are learning about each other and everything in our world. Coming together on a social level with your friends and family is very kind, and we need a sense of belonging. Everyone needs a sense of belonging. When we don't belong to a group, a pack, or society in general, we feel alone. Humans aren't really meant to be alone. So please reach out to anyone you know or anyone you haven't been in contact for a while and just say, how are you doing? I appreciate you, my friend. So that's the last message of the day. Come together, and tomorrow we can come together and have a lot more fun. So thank you everyone for listening. Lots of love to you. And if that's all, well, we'll do that tomorrow. Yes, I probably did pick up your ex, and this is why I do try to teach people to ask questions that the universe can pick up on as well. So as tomorrow. So yeah, it's been awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to vanish. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, I'll see you next time. And if not, thank you for joining us and having a lot of fun. I'm going to do my own reading now with all the cards on the floor, and I'm going to give that to Nelly. All right, so I'm going. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but one has to at the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, or wherever people are watching this video. I am going to go now, I promise.